Growing up in a small town, I learned that connections go beyond blood. So tell me what you did for work and stuff like that because you have a normal job, but then you also have something else. Then we'll talk about that and stuff.
We're a nonprofit organization.
Okay.
We provide different art opportunities for the community. Okay. So we have, trying to think how many programs, we have a lot. I couldn't believe how many people attended that. So Stage for Everyone is a group of kids that are special needs.
Okay.
So anyone with special needs can come and be part of this. And then they actually have another set of group of kids involved in that called Buddies. And they help them with their lines, with the songs, or whatever. And I highly recommend anybody coming out and seeing one of those shows. You will not walk away unhappy. You'll just have a huge smile on your face. Currently, we do a thing online where I open it up on a Saturday, and our kids typically sell out within 3 minutes, and our juniors sometimes 2 to 4 minutes they'll sell out. Think about taking Shrek and learning it in 1 week.
Wow.
And then performing it the next. And so they do a great job of preparing the kids. It's a beautiful show. It's based on the book, the child's book. It's great. We've actually had to increase our budget for this show because of how much magic is in this show. Most people that walk in who never have said, holy cow, I didn't know there was a theater here. We love being creative in our space, trying to do whatever we can to be creative. The ceramics, they made these little Disney-themed mugs and stuff like that, and we actually sold them at the concessions, and they sold out. We used to have an old Connex and an old semi-trailer that was just stock full of scenery and stuff like that, and it was an eyesore. And I worked with the city. Steve Marchbanks was amazing, and we cleaned that all out. So the way that we think about it is that, look, you already paid us a fee to be part of the group. The council does receive a stipend. It's a very small stipend. If you look at the hours, it's probably less than 5 cents per hour. I woke up to a piano playing every morning. I went to bed with a piano playing every night. So I can remember my family makes fun of me because I say this, but my very first experience being up on stage was a 3-year-old as a little witch in Wizard of Oz.
Nice.
So I can remember jumping out of the pot, running across the stage, the Tin Man picking me up, throwing me back in the pot. I was a theater rat. After school, my dad would come home, pick me up, take me right back to the theater. And it's hard to get it out of your blood once it's in there. And so the feel of being on stage, the feeling of watching a cast that you've directed perform and get a standing ovation, that kind of thing, is just, it's goosebumps. At intermission, every time we did it, that show, every time at intermission, there was an audible gasp from the audience. Why go to Broadway? You've got it right here in the valley. And it's been so much fun to actually work with all of them. Because it's a tight-knit community. And we help each other out wherever we can. We've been blessed that we've been able to not really have to worry about any of that because of the support that we have. I mean, we typically spend, on our summer show, we typically spend about $40,000, and that includes the rental. So we pay quite a bit to rent a space. This one we're going to spend about $70. And to watch little girls come up in their dresses and want to meet the princesses and stuff. And actually, I'm going to put a plug in for that. This summer, we're going to do a matinee that includes a princess tea party. We used to do posters around the city, but we just didn't find them effective.
So in a world where, even going to the movie theater is starting to be less, a lot of people are doing stuff at home, right? Kind of Netflix is winning or something like that. Why theater? Why should people get out of their house, go to that building, go and participate?
The theater is, especially in our theater, you are right there in it with the actors. There is no screen between you and them. And sit with others in your community and enjoy the same thing together, regardless of what religion, what political thing you are, whatever you are, that all goes to the side, and you sit down, you enjoy a piece of theater, and then usually you end up talking about it. People walk up to the villain and say, I hate you, and I know you're probably a good person, but that character was...
But you played it very well.
We want people to walk out and stay together as a family and go to an ice cream shop and get ice cream after and then go home. We are extremely grateful to even have the building and to have what we have. We've grown the one area where we have grown is in our children's programs. Those have just gone bigger and bigger. We would love to see a new theater be built. The problem is to do it properly is very expensive. Very much. We do all the time. So in the summer, I had a youth group come and help me clean out a bunch of one of our sheds.
I think you're doing a lot of good there. I love the community part. You're never going to be maybe as big as Broadway or whatever, but I'm not sure you want to, because that's the whole point, is it's actually the community part of it.
But they also did the theater. So there is a group of kids that want to do this theater, and they need a place to do it.
Yeah.
They get it at school, which we are heavily involved with helping out all the schools that we can. There's another side of it where kids that aren't athletic and that want to do theater and be on stage, and that's their sport.
I think that's probably one of the number one things I've learned from doing this podcast is just how a community is made up of a lot of good people. Hey, we need those people too.
We do. We need people to clap and cheer and keep it going.
Remember, every person here has a unique story, and together, we're what makes Lehi feel like home.